Give it to him, daddy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Smart Black Woman TV on MPN TV. Today is 1 year anniversary of MPN TV's live broadcasting. So if you guys would help to celebrate, today is that day. So just pour you a shot and take it. Charles can't hear me. I don't know if anyone can hear me. Charles can't hear me.
No, he said he can't hear you.
Okay.
But I can hear you.
I don't know if Charles, you say something. I can't hear you.
I'll come back in and let it know.
I can't hear you. I can't hear me either.
Give it a second.
We've been testing this thing since day one. We had to get these broadcasts right. Okay, I'm having a hot flash. I don't know if anyone can hear me.
There we go. Boom.
All right, you can hear me now.
Up? Yeah, I came right in on you talking about a hot flash. What is going on? I feel like all the women are having hot flashes around me for real. Menopause is an all-time high, y'all.
And I don't like them either because it's just getting hot.
I was telling a friend of mine that certain things trigger your menopause. I don't know what you call them, but whenever you have a heat wave, that's what I call it, a heat wave.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Right.
Yeah, so I've hit that time in my life where I have hot flashes. Started about 2 weeks ago. Now I understand.
I think women are starting to get those heat flashes a lot earlier, younger in age these days, for real.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, when it starts. And it's nonstop though, too. I'm just experiencing them and I don't like it. Because 1 minute I'm like real cold and then all of a sudden, bam.
Right.
The fire starts and it's really, really hot. So it goes up and down. So that's uncomfortable though. You don't want to feel like all of a sudden you got sweaty.
Right.
Especially when you're at work.
Right.
Or anywhere, and when I'm in the car right now, all of a sudden I just got sweaty and you want to jump in the shower. But as soon as you take your clothes off for the shower, then it goes away and you're freezing.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's things that we as women go through. We go through 28 different episodes or events of menopause. So it has so much that goes on with it. The woman's body has a lot of activity.
Right.
It's like an amusement park.
I was talking to somebody earlier. If men had to go through half of the things that women have to go through, we wouldn't make it. We couldn't.
Oh my goodness! Men will be walking around just bitching.
God knew what he was doing. God knew what he was doing.
I know it's something to deal with. It's new to me, and it is. I understand it. My sister always told me, Diane, I always said, oh yeah, I feel like just your furnace, you just lit a furnace under you. And I'm like, really? Is that hot? You that hot? And she has the fan going in her house, and she has the comforters on the bed, and her husband he's freezing, and she got a fan going right along with it. So mine is in and out. So I don't see how women have the fan in the bedroom, because you have to have a remote, because you get your hot flash You
Right.
turn it on when the hot flash come, but it only lasts not very long. So
Mm.
then you're in a situation where you're turning the fan back off because you're freezing.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy.
I'm
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel bad because I don't.
Yeah. So now, now Sheldon is he's going through what he's experiencing the cold house, you know. And me on the other side with the covers. I'm cold, and then I'm hot, and then I'm cold, and then I'm hot. Oh gosh,
Right.
that's great. So yeah, it's something to deal with. But moving along, moving along, moving along. So thanks everybody for joining in today. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if you having hot flashes too, but I do understand and I do sympathize with each and every woman that has these experiences. And a lot of my friends, at our age now, we're at that age that we're a lot of our hormones are just going and raging, and we go through a whole lot of these different things. I do say I try to balance it, because some of those episodes that you do go through, a lot of people have emotional issues. So I try to balance, and I try to be conscious of that. And sometimes you try to do as much as you can to make your partner comfortable, because there are women out there that's clowning on these men. And I don't feel that, and just hearing that over and over and over, that you're going to go through this and you're going to go through that and you're going to go, yes, you're going to go through it, but how are you going to handle it?
Mm.
And that's something I'm more conscious of. I try to handle it, I try to handle it. And I think the emotions go not only with your husband, your partners. I think it goes on through just communicating with different people. Some people get depressed. There's just a whole lot of different things that go on. So, with me knowing that from this hot flash that I'm getting, I'm just gonna, trying to just be more conscious of a lot of different changes that my body is going through. My mentality and emotions, I try to keep them intact too. I'm going to be much more conscious about that, because I want people to continue to be comfortable with being around me. I've never been a person that just an angry person, so hopefully that's not part of my DNA to be able to share something like that, and all of a sudden and people are giving me the side eye now about a behavior that I'm taking on. I don't want to do that. And I do want people around me to say, "Oh, you really kind of touchy today." Kind of let people know when they've gone a little bit too far, with anger. Some women have to take hormonal pills because they get so angry and crazy
Mm.
when they go through these situations. So this is something I'm just to try to be conscious with going through this. But I did have a good day through it all. I went in the grocery store today and I slipped. I slipped kind of bad.
Mm.
Um, Slipped on a grape.
That's.
And when I look back at the grapes, they were looking so good.
Mm.
But when I turned to walk away, I slipped and tried to catch myself. So I got a little pain going on with my ankle and my leg, and of course I wear heels, so I am gonna be soaking in some ice tonight.
I,
Try to kind of get this together because I gotta wear my heels.
right. Right. That's what I was thinking. When you get, I know when you start getting, I know I'm 37 right now, and getting now that I'm getting older, those sprains and things like that take a lot longer to heal. So I
Hmm.
was got to be careful, and that's a scary thing. But I would have been on that floor like Ezel, like my neck and my back. Yeah, I would have just been hollering out numbers. Hollering out numbers.
Well, I kind of hurt myself. Well, the lady at the grocery store, which she worked for the grocery store, she did witness it. So it wasn't like, it wasn't an Ezel moment. It was an actual moment. But I did hurt, I did hurt myself because I know I did,
Right.
because immediately when I when I tripped and tried to kind of catch myself, you're like when you're trying to catch your fall, catch yourself from falling. And me being in a grocery store and in public, and it wasn't the embarrassment for me. I'm not embarrassed by things. If I fall, I fall. I'll get up. I'm not an embarrassing. I wouldn't be embarrassed by that. It was the floor for me. I don't want to fall on a dirty floor.
Right.
The floor wasn't really dirty. It was just like I just felt that I slipped on something and I didn't want to fall on whatever I slipped on. I didn't know what it was.
Right, right.
But I didn't want to fall, and then I'll feel dirty, and then I'm away from home, and I got to have this gross whatever it is on me, and it'll dry. And that's the main thing that I really thought about at that point, I guess, in that break of that fall. So I'm like stiff and trying to catch myself. And then I had to kind of catch myself on my friend's shoulder.
Oh, you
goes, what happened? Because she didn't see it. We were like walking, and then all of a sudden I'm over there tripping about the fall, but I had to catch myself by grabbing a hold of her, by breaking my fall. But I did kind of twist my back. I twist my ankle. So I got a lot of pain going on with my ankle right now.
You were on your lunch break, Mom?
Yes, I was on my lunch break.
You went to work?
And I went back to work.
Employee of the year, because how fast I would have pulled out them 6 hours. You went back to work. I would have put back to work right in. You might as well start them now. Work. Talking about.
I did. I went back to work. I had some things to do, try to get through, and I just have a lot to do, Charles. I had to go back to work.
I know. It was only that, right?
Huh?
If it was only that easy.
Right. If it was only that easy. Yes. Yeah. You say that. It's exactly what it is.
We hustle so one day it's that easy for us. That's why
we always, we always have that mindset of what we would do at the time. But when your life is going in a certain direction and you do have a situation where you're injured, you think of everything that injury is going to affect.
Right.
So, and that's me, I have those same conversations. Oh, girl, you fell. I would have been all on the floor. Oh, if I didn't have an accident, I fell out the door, and
right.
And when it actually happened to you, like, oh, I didn't hurt my ankle. And the first thing I'm thinking about, well, should I go to the doctor anymore? Now, I'm going to go to work, and then I'll call them, and then I'm going to let them just make the appointment for me. And you think of all these things that you are trying to make excuses for,
right?
When you're going through this injury that you really don't want to face the injury. And then at the same time, last week, I saw this girl in a boot, and it was like, oh my God. And I was looking at her with the boot, right? And I was like, oh my God, I know she feels so bad because she had on such a cute little outfit and she got on that boot. and immediately when my toe was hurting and my toe was hurting, so when I was getting ready to walk with the lady was like, are you okay, ma'am? Are you okay? And I'm like, my toe is my toe. I didn't understand why my toe was hurting so bad. Right. And I guess the way I was trying to break my fall, my toe was the one that my big toe. So, your big toe is what supports you and helps you to stand up.
Right.
So the force of me not falling, I guess it ended up, the power of it was in my big toe. And so my toe started throbbing really bad. And I'm like, my toe is hurting really bad. I didn't think that, I know I was about to fall. And I still think, in your mind, you still think you're kind of athletic, regardless of being the age you are. You still think you have this strength that things, even if you fall, you caught yourself. Oh yeah, I'm still, I still got my mojo and I can stand up and I can catch myself. No, but you start to feel the pain as you walk away. And so she was like, oh, you okay, ma'am? I'm so sorry. A guy dropped some grapes on the floor. And it was, I don't know if she was going already to clean it up or whatever, but she saw me trip. And then she went to the back to go get towels to clean it up. But she tells me at that point, after I almost fall and darn near feeling like I'm about to kill myself, She goes, "Oh, a guy dropped some grapes." Like, why didn't you immediately put a sign there so a person won't trip and fall?
Right.
Safety issue at that point. You cannot leave that spot. Have someone stand there until, just to let the customers know that there's something on the floor that may cause a trip and fall. And that's actually what happened to me because she didn't take the safety measures that she should have.
Right. And I bet you won't do that no shit no more after this. Watch. I bet they won't.
All right. It probably won't
Yeah,
happen again.
that's, that's gonna be in the handbook in bold in the employee book. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
like you
Because
said,
she
it can
told
inconvenience
me.
your whole life. Like,
Yeah. And here it is. Now I have to deal with an injury that I don't know how bad it really is because it's just changing as the day go by. It's like my back. I'm feeling the pain in my back. I'm feeling it in my inner thigh for some reason, and that may have been a part of it too. My inner thigh now has a lot of pain in it, um, and so we just have to go through life, continue on, and I'll deal with it, and I'll keep you guys posted on the recovery of it because once you reach a certain age, you don't want to fall and you don't want to hurt yourself to the point you got to wear a boot, got to carry a cane, whatever it may be. Got to stop wearing heels. That's like to me, it's oh no, no, no way I can wear the flat shoes because I don't like a whole lot of them.
right, right.
Especially them pointy toe flat shoes.
Well,
Oh my
have
goodness.
no choice. You're gonna be walking around with them Walmart specials on you.
I'm straight off the hanger. Straight off of a hanger. When you buy your shoes off of a hanger, yeah, so I don't want to be in that situation. I do like my little heels, and hopefully I can wear them much longer than I actually am. But it's life and what we deal with. But moving on, enough with my injury and what happened to me today. Other than that, I had a beautiful day. It was very nice outside. It's about 83, 84 degrees today. It was very nice, pleasant. Charles, how was your day?
I had a great day, an eventful day. Um, I did a lot of running around today, running errands mainly, but I got a lot to accomplish. So
Okay.
overall, it's a very good day. Yes,
And
absolutely.
you have made some changes,
Yeah, I'm in South Florida. I relocated to South Florida on a new business venture, and to excel in this new business venture, I'm working with solar energy. So if you've ever, I'm converting people from the standard old, for example, Florida Power, Light and Power. Instead of paying through them, we going switching over to solar energy. That's just the gist of it. I don't want to get too deep in it and talk you to death, but if you ever interested in switching over to solar energy, inbox me, holla at your boy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you guys heard that. Solar energy. Contact Charles. He can hook you up with the solar panels for your
Get rid of
homes.
light bill. Get rid of your light bill altogether. So that's what we're doing. Switching, converting over from throwing away your light bill to switching over to solar energy, your own energy. And if you get enough solar energy, you can sell that energy back to companies like Florida, your local electric company. So it's the new gist, it's the new thing that's going, and keep it evolving. Like down here
Oh,
in Florida, I've seen so many electric vehicles, and it makes sense. We trying to switch over to electric and things like that, and solar, and everything is converting over. So you got it
yeah. A lot of people are doing a lot of things to their homes, and smart homes are
right.
now the thing that a lot of people got going on right now. I have a little bit of a smart home. I got a little things in the house that that's upgraded. I'm gonna actually, once I do purchase our home, actually, we are going to have a smart home, believe me, and we may have solar panels too on our house. We're going for the full energy. We're going for everything that could save money
That's
You know,
right.
everything, your cars are going electric. You know, we're going to be shopping and looking for an electric vehicle and within a year or so. So, you know, I know a lot of people pretty much want to make those changes too in their lives. I don't know what they're going to do with all these gas vehicles,
I know, right?
but I think I don't think they're even making them anymore.
I
So,
don't know.
yeah. So I don't want to be left behind.
Right. You got to, well, you know what? I just try to watch my carbon footprint, and just do my part to take care of the planet. And just like not littering, simple things that's not littering,
Hmm.
and just doing my part to try to take care of the planet. And hey,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that's nice. Okay, but I do want to. We're gonna move on from that. We want to talk about today
Uh-oh.
schools, children,
Mm.
teachers. Very important. It's very important that teachers have a relationship with their students to the point where they're not having to dodge a bullet from their children. If these students are in school and they're having issues, I think parents need to take heed and let the schools know the behaviors that are going on with their children. Children that have these mental behaviors, these very rough behaviors, disrespectful, all those different things, I think parents need to start communicating with the teachers and the schools to let the schools know and be aware of this, because some of these schools do have programs that can help these children, and I think they need to have these programs and counselors, more experienced counselors, not only speaking on behalf of what classes they should go in, what fit for them, but also emotional counselors need to be in school for the students, because so much is going on and the behaviors are getting even more, even worse. You
Right.
know, with communicating with teachers, and I think the children are getting to the point where the disrespect is getting bigger,
Hmm.
and I think it's coming from wanting to be seen, social media, and the communication that they have. Because you got to understand, they may be young, but they are communicating in these social media platforms with adults.
Right. And I don't buy the young thing. These are young adults, yeah, but they still adults. Just like I heard that report, or I saw the video online on social media, how the student broke the teacher's leg. It was a lady. She was, I don't know what she was upset about, but apparently she was mad and felt like she could fight the teacher, and made the lady fall and broke her leg, which is crazy. And what happens to that child, or what happens to the parent?
Yes, and what measures are the parents taking when they hear that their son or daughter has gotten in confrontation with the teachers? Because it's not always the teachers, that
Right.
the children can't balance themselves with. I think the communication with the children, if they have these issues, and these kids are older young adult children, they, and you children, I'm speaking directly to you, I'm not speaking to the teachers. It's not all about the teachers, because the teachers are grown. You put yourself in an adult situation,
Mm.
and you need to behave when you're going to school, there to get education. You have a problem with an adult, you need to leave the class, not get in the adult's face. Okay, you have to be respectful. I don't care what the case is. You're having issues with being respectful, you need not to be in school, you need to be homeschooled. And I truly believe this. If you have a child that's in position where you allow them to talk back to adults, to sit amongst you at the table and have communication with you and your girlfriends, or with your dad, or whatever the case may be, and you're talking about adult conversations, those children need to be homeschooled
Mm.
if they have bad behaviors,
Mm.
because school need to go on, children need to learn and be educated, No child should be exposed to seeing their peers in the face of an adult, clowning, disrespectful, whatever it may be. It
Right.
should, it shouldn't go on in schools. Enough is enough. Parents, come on, grab a hold of your children. Talk to them. Ask them about their teachers. And if they can't answer things that are going on in school, then they're not doing what they need to be doing in school. And you need to look a little bit deeper into your child's life. And that's it. There's that. Be a parent. Stop walking around thinking, oh, and the it's killing me here with my mini me. She's not your mini me. She's your daughter. She just look like you. Forget the mini me, because mini me is trying to be grown like you, and mini me is cutting up in adults' face, and mini me is cursing out adults.
Right.
Are you allowing mini me to act just like maybe you are acting? Come on now, adults. Now, what is it? Everybody wants to be children and act foolish and ignorant and loud and chaotic. What's going on with the kids? Put your kids in check, man. You scared of your kids? Call the police on them. Have them to take them on the way and let someone else raise them. Enough is enough. We have to grab a hold of these children. These children are just going to become older and more ignorant. And that's it. Nothing smooth is going to come out of this. We have to be the adult in the household. We have to do things to get these kids in order. You having a problem with it? Give me a call. I'll give you some tips. The first tip I'm going to give you is a good talking to about your behavior. So be ready to talk to me. I'm ready to speak to any parent that has this issue with their children. Because sometimes it's not always the child. It's the behaviors of what you are doing, causing the child to act in that behavior. Enough is enough. We have to do something. Our schools need to take away free public schools, government funded schools. Something need to give. If a child is in school wanting to learn, let them. Free public schools you will receive.
Yeah,
if your daughter or son is just smart ass mouth, you're gonna pay me. You're gonna pay for me to be in the company of dealing with the child. The schools need to do something different. And if it start costing parents money, I guarantee you, if my son or daughter would come home and I would receive a letter from the school that I no longer receive government funded schooling where it's free, you don't have to pay for public schools, and now I have to pay $100 a week for my child because of the behavior of my child, believe me, my child's going to change. Oh, he or she is coming back and be a teacher's helper.
Right, she gonna get her ass a job so she can pay for school. That's what.
You have to. We have to do something. We have to, as parents, and all of us have to help, have to give communication. Talk to somebody. You're having issues with your child. You're afraid of them, because some of these parents are afraid of their children.
Mom, I think as a parent, I don't think just because you're a parent, that doesn't mean that you're gonna automatically know everything.
Right.
And I think it's okay to seek advice or to just ask someone that you trust or talk to them about it, because I don't think our initial reaction is probably not the best one. A lot of times you probably have to sit back, think about it, so you can make the best move instead of slapping the kid across the head and make that the only first and last move,
Mm-hmm.
Learn nothing from it. They just know that, okay, I don't want to get slapped up against the head, so I'm gonna make sure my parent don't find out. That's how I thought. I'm gonna just try to knock it out, you know. So that's a different. It's a different lesson, you know. It's just I don't know. I don't know nothing about being a parent. I just know about being somebody's child. That's it.
Right. And one other thing is he know discipline. He knew discipline.
I did indeed. Me
And for that reason,
on
all
the
my children knew discipline. And for that reason, they graduated out of high school. They did not get in the teacher's face to curse teachers out. They did not do foolish things in school because they knew discipline. And that's what everyone has to have in their homes if your child is getting out of line.
in
Because
life.
you have to keep your child in line. It's not beating your child. No, it's not. Absolutely not. I didn't beat my children, but I did discipline them for things that they knew that they should have been doing.
Right.
Because I don't work every day in the order that I do to care for them to go outside of my home after I work hard and I do what I do and put them in a comfortable home, put them in comfortable beds and feed them well to go out and clown in adults' face. No, I didn't raise my kids that way. I didn't raise them to be disobedient. I made sure they understood the assignment in my house.
That's right.
Hmm. And you know what? Today, I can be thankful and pat myself on the back that I don't have the police call in my house. I don't have um, money to be bonding him out every so often because of things that he's done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these things will save you time and money, and it will save you a stable mindset when you have your kids in line and you put that time in their life as they're growing. It's not funny that your child is cursing at a young age and acting like an adult. And listen here, Linda. Linda, listen here, Linda. The little girl already needs discipline.
Right. Linda would have got her ass beat too.
Right. So we have to pay attention to what's going on with our children because these children are going to be adults one day, and we don't want to be amongst wolves. We want to make sure that the children and the young people that are growing up are respectful, and we can work around them because some of us are going to be hiring them. They're going to be in companies. We don't need them in there acting up and clowning and upset and want to fight and want to bring guns on premises. This all this anger, and where is it coming from? You know, it's not okay to have such angers that's going on. And if these games are causing that, if you have a child that's crazy about these games where they're shooting people and blood splattering, that's not a normal life. Your child shouldn't be exposed to that. Be an adult. Make decisions. Say no to your children.
And you know what? I couldn't imagine even for like the parents that pay for their children's tuition. You know,
Mm-hmm.
crazier. I'd be damned if you go to school and clown while I pay so much. A lot of times the parents are paying $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a month just
Mm-hmm.
to go to school. And if you going to school and clowning, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. You know.
You know what you do. You be disciplined. Somebody's going to be disciplined.
I guess that's the right way of saying it.
Right. Right. Forget discipline. We're going to talk the way we knew we were raised. I'm going to beat your ass. Okay? You know, forget that. It's politically right. Oh my God, she says she's gonna beat him. Beat ass. Okay? It works.
It does work.
Start very young. Start very young. And you don't have to beat ass too much if you start young enough.
Right. You'll have mind control over Debo by then.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But anyway, we're going to have to take a break and have a station identification. We thank you so much for joining in. Continue to share, like, and comment on our shows and videos. We like to hear from you. Again, thank you very much. It's the first year of NPN TV, and please help to celebrate with us. We like to hear from you. Stay tuned.
We're shining bright, and we're shining the light on us like no other. Neighborhood Planet, our neighborhood, our world.
Welcome back. We're back here on NPN TV with Charles and Vernita. Of course, we would like to continue our conversation about children, but we're going to move along. We do understand the assignment of which we all need to do and help to save our children. And it's all about saving and protecting our children. We're not ones to promote any abuse to your children, and you understand that. We're here to save your children, and a lot of our children need to be saved because a lot is going on with the gun control is not there as of now, and the children somehow are getting guns in their hands, walking in these schools, and shooting other innocent children and people. So do understand our communication with you is not to abuse your children. And we'll now moving along. Anyway, I was just thinking about I don't know about what people do today and how they think about the time that the leisure time. You know, what are people doing in their leisure time? Are you spending time outdoors? You know, because a lot of people are not spending time outdoors, getting fresh air, taking a walk, going to parks, just going out to the movies, going out to have um, time with friends, whatever it may be. What is it that you do, Charles? Now, do you find yourself more active outside, or do you find yourself not too much spending it away from home, because now people are spending a lot of time inside, and all and also the children are inside too. Not only the adults are inside, but children are out inside too when they need to also be outside.
Right. And
Mhm.
what when I started being a little bit more health conscious, I found myself having more energy.
Mhm.
And now I feel like there's not enough time in the day, because I can keep going all day. But I started with just changing my diet, and it made me want to get up and walk around. What's going on around the corner? Like you'll be surprised how many people have never walked in their own neighborhood, your own neighborhood. And
Mhm.
when I started doing that, I'm like, oh, that's a nice, I like that idea. You just I got creative with it. and it sparked different interests. Like I like to grow plants, and I'm like, hey, I'll spend more time growing, and just different things. Like I like painting. Oh, that's a nice scenery. That's pretty. I'll paint. Let's paint, and just going outside, you'll be amazed by how it'll change everything. And if you continue to do it, you'll realize, hey, I'm starting to lose weight. Let me make sure this is a priority to get outside and walk every single day, because I know I want to look good for the summertime. Winter all over, summer approaching, and I just try to have that kind of mindset and always feel like I'm preparing for something great, and it makes it exciting. If you look at it like, what I want to go outside for? Yeah, you're not gonna want to go outside. But if you say, yeah, I'm gonna go outside because I'm gonna look, I want this, or I want to look good for this, or anything, give me use whatever's interests you. If you want to see people watch, a lot of people like the people watch. Hey, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of it. I'm not gonna say I'm not, but people watching, that you got to go out and go somewhere to people watch, and just different things like that. Those are techniques I use.
Yeah, and us being down here, of course, we can say outside, right?
Right.
Right now, people are now like outside. It's cold.
Out.
It's 20 degrees, and we know it's 20 degrees right now. But you still can get out of the house. I mean, I think we're now practicing a life that is not healthy for us. One way of being healthy is spending time away from home. When you spend time away from home, I think your interests will change. Your communication with people will change because you're now in a social world. You're no longer at work, and only going to work is when you feel like you're going outside. And that's it keeps you so shut in. Even at work, you just go from home to work, you're still shut in. So just going outside, taking a brisk walk, just a real brisk walk around the corner, wherever it may be, it's not going to kill you. Um, if it's too cold, I understand, but find places to go. Try the museum every now and then. Go to, theaters, go to even the mall. A lot of people go to the mall. It's great to go to the mall. Go visit boutiques, stores, whatever it may be, places that you have never gone. Go visit things for your children. You have children, take them to different places. Don't have them, it's not good, I don't think, to have the kids in the house alone with you and you're not going anywhere. Always making excuses as to you don't want to go anywhere because of this. If money and finances are the issue, then find things that are does not cost.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
I know I looked in and I looked up free places to go. I
Mm-hmm.
Googled it, and so many places in the area in which I live had so much going on. Start to do that. Just Google it. Google free places to go. And you can imagine how many free things they have going on. Art shows, they
Right.
have concerts. So, things that you will actually enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people need to start getting out with their children and be in just having that communication. And as Charles was saying, go out, take those walks. I took a walk today. This is something I did differently myself, even though I went to the grocery store. We walked to the grocery store today. She was like, Vernita, come on. Oh, you have those heels on. Oh my God, Vernita, you're not gonna walk. And I said, girl, I can walk all day in these heels. Come on. And we took a walk. We took a walk over across the street from where I work, over to Publix, but over there, it's a huge shopping area. But I was exposed to so many different restaurants, shopping stores that I've never seen. These are different little boutiques.
Right.
People have so much talent going on right now. They
Right.
have opened up all kind of boutiques that
Right.
just interest you. The art and talent of people is just amazing. And I'm going to go again tomorrow. And again, I'm going to start walking around. I have
Right.
an hour lunch. I go and have my little lunch. Then I walk around.
Hmm.
And
And I,
it was just so comfortable. It was not too hot. It was a great walk. And it made me feel really good, and I feel like I want to be outside a little bit more. I don't want to just drive over to the restaurant anymore. Now I do want to walk. I'm going to take those walks. So I just thinking, we all should, join in and do that. Let's start walking. Let's come back to the show and let me know where you went.
Mom, one thing I picked up this week is I picked up golfing. So I
Uh-huh.
went out today. I bought some my new golfing pants, my new shoes,
Nice.
new golfing attire. And it's just something I always wanted to get into, but I felt like it's boring. But now that I'm older, it seems kind of exciting. You go with a group of buddies and just have a good time and hit some balls. So.
Right.
Right. So tomorrow I plan to go out to the driving range and just to practice hitting some balls. Figured that'd be some fun and a nice change to switch up. Just change up the pace a little bit, and it'll also be good to network and meet other people and do business that way as well. So just finding different things to do. It doesn't even have to be something that you want to do. Just do something that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You know what? That golfing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think, shoot, you hit a ball, you might be a Tiger Woods. You never know. Sheesh. If you never tried it, you never
Right.
knew.
Right.
If something you've never done, you never know what your talent is in it. It can be so surprising to you. You hit that ball a certain way, like, and people will look like you hit that ball way out there. And you never know. You never know until you actually do it. But that's awesome. I like that. I like golfing. I'll probably be like, oh, my back. My neck, my back.
I know, right? You can't go golfing right now.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
you have to work out, I'm sure.
you're gonna be at work with one of them things on.
I don't even think they have those things anymore. I haven't seen them in years.
Oh
The
no! I
next race.
was walking through the grocery store just the other day. I
Oh,
saw
you did? I didn't know they still have those
you
things.
did not drive.
I know my stepson when he was a little boy. He played football, and he hurt his neck, and he had to wear one of those things. I know he was embarrassed wearing that thing. Yes, let me stop laughing because I
I
might have
joke,
to wear a boot.
I joke about it, but I'm glad that you okay. I don't want nothing to happen to my mom.
I know. Oh my goodness, and I don't want to be a cripple. OG, cripple.
I know for real. For real.
Yes, I've come too far.
Thing I wanted to piggyback on is about the kids. I don't ever want to come off like that, like you were saying earlier. I love to help kids and talk to kids and figure out what's really going on. If there's anything I can help with, a lot of times children feel misunderstood when they talk parents and family, and I try to be there in the community to always be available to the younger generation, and be to number one, to be a listening ear and to not judge. So nothing that you can't come to me with. I'll never talk down or judge anybody for anything. So I always want to keep that door open and welcome that energy. Come talk to me. Come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's needed. Peer-to-peer contact is awesome. And then especially when you're not too old for them. But Charles, you're getting up there, they might be looking like this old dude.
Hey, I know, right? I'm an OG. I'm an OG out
You
here.
old dude now. Old dude, you don't know what you're talking about, old dude.
For real.
Yeah. But the youngsters actually we still have that youthful look in us and able to communicate with youngsters. I have two youngsters in the office with me. Both of them are 23 years old. And then there's another one 28 years old, and they like to have conversations with me. So I feel they have found a comfort I tend to laugh with them and joke with them. We also have serious conversations, and I kind of help them out, with how they're thinking, and because they do have communication with their parents right now. They're at that age. I'm grown now. One of them is still living with mom, but he's ready to get his own place because she's getting, she's getting kind of to the point where as mothers and what we do, we get kind of clingy.
Yeah.
And he's going through that. His mom is being a little bit, clingy to him, but I think he's okay. He's a great kid. Both of them are awesome kids. And one of them live on his own with a roommate, and he's doing pretty good for himself. So, kids go through a lot of different emotions. So it's good to have adults that can talk to them and not be so aggressive when they talk to them, because that makes a big difference in how you communicate with the children. It's
Right.
not always the aggressiveness that you have to give to them. First, you find out their soft spots, find out what's going on with them, and they'll tell you a whole lot. But when you come off as the adult, now you need to be doing this. Of course, they're gonna draw back.
Right.
So be a little bit more kinder to kids when you have to communicate with them. If you're having challenges with communication, and as I said, give me a call. I mean, we can have some great conversations. All jokes aside, I did say some things that may make you a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm a great communicator. I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We good. We all right at it.
Yeah, we are right sometimes. But we're glad that you guys came in, enjoyed the show today. Continue to like, share, and comment.
Yeah.
Engage in these shows. We want to hear from you. We would like many other people to join in and have these conversations, because a lot of things that go on with us, there's so much more happy times that we can have in our lives. We can also kind of try to join each other, have fun with the children, and have events and things like that. So we want everyone to feel good about the circle that we try to create with Smart Black Woman TV and an NPN TV, which is Neighborhood Planet. This is the neighborhood in which you want to hang out in. And we want you to feel comfortable in choosing Neighborhood Planet. Neighborhood Planet has been streaming for a year now, and Neighborhood Planet is actually 21, I think. 20, is it 21? How old is Neighborhood Planet?
23.
23 years old. So we've been working with a lot of communities and children, and helping them with cybersecurity, sports, and a lot of different things we have going on in NPN TV. So we would like for you guys to join in with us and have this communication in Neighborhood Planet. It's all in the planet, man. So you guys, thank you very much for coming in. We'd like to see you next week. Charles, close us out.
Yes. And remember, I'll holler at y'all next week. And also, don't forget, if you are interested in learning more about energy, solar energy, to holler at me, inbox me. I'd be more than happy to give you more information on it. Have a blessed week. See y'all next Wednesday, and peace out.
Bye-bye.
DJ, pop it up. Turn up. Run the track.
Give it to him, daddy.
This program was made possible by Neighborhood Planet Broadcasting Systems, Neighborhood Planet Network, and from contributions to NPN TV from viewers like you.